I am Mokai. I will tell you about the only outsider who ever left my jungle alive. Yes, he walked away with his body, but his mind, his soul, his spirit, they never escaped. Listen carefully, because this is not just a story. This is a warning. They did not come alone. There were 4 of them, walking into the jungle as if it belonged to them. They carried bags filled with tools, food, and metal. They thought these things would protect them. They thought their courage was enough. But my jungle has no use for courage. The first night, the forest grew silent. They did not hear the silence, but we did. The second night, the shadows moved closer. One man vanished before dawn. By the third morning, only one remained. I found him at the river, kneeling like an animal. His hands shook as he scooped the water. His lips were split, his face hollow. He tried to run when he saw me, but the jungle had already broken him. His steps stumbled, his body failed. Fear had tied him tighter than any rope ever could. We caught him easily. We did not kill him. We placed him inside our circle. A fire burned in the middle. The ropes on his hands were loose, so loose that even a child could break free. But he never tried to escape. Why? Because he knew. He knew if he stepped back into the jungle, something darker than us was waiting for him. That night, he prayed. I do not know the name of his god, but he whispered to it again and again. His lips moved faster as the jungle grew louder with wind. But here, foreign gods are deaf. His prayers disappeared into the trees. Each time his eyes closed, the snap of a branch or the cry of a bird forced them open again. Sleep was denied to him. He looked at us, sitting around the fire, silent, unmoving. His breath grew shallow. He realized he was not just inside our circle. He was inside the circle of the jungle itself. On the third day, he stopped eating. We handed him fruit. He spat it out. We gave him roasted meat. He turned away. He wanted nothing except to escape his own fear. He began scratching at his skin, first his arms, then his neck. His nails tore until blood ran down his body. Still, he scratched as if he was trying to rip something out from beneath his flesh. He whispered, "It's watching me. It's here. It won't stop." That night, his screams tore through the air. He sat upright, eyes wide, pointing toward the trees. "Eyes! Do you not see them? They are everywhere!" We looked, and we saw nothing, or perhaps too many eyes for him to count. I realized then that his body was still alive, but his mind was no longer his. The jungle had claimed it. On the 5th day, he broke completely. He fell to his knees, his hands clasped together, begging. His voice was no longer the voice of a man. It was the cry of a child. "Please let me go before it comes for me." We untied him. The ropes fell. For a moment, he sat still, stunned by his freedom. Then, like a wounded animal, he bolted. He ran barefoot into the trees. Branches cut his skin. Thorns tore at his legs. His blood marked every step, but he never looked back. We did not follow. We did not need to. The jungle itself was chasing him. Days passed. Then one morning, we heard the sound of voices, not ours, but his people. They found him crawling out of the trees, thin and broken. His clothes were torn, his body covered in wounds. They thought he was lucky. They thought he had survived. But when they looked into his eyes, they saw nothing. No man. No hope. Only the shadow of the jungle staring back at them. He screamed at empty spaces. He swung his arms at things that were not there. He refused their food, their water. He scratched his own face with stones until blood covered him again. At night, he clawed at the ground, digging holes with his bare hands, trying to bury himself alive. He whispered in a broken voice, "The jungle is inside me. It will never let me go." And he was right. That outsider walked away with his body, but the jungle kept his mind forever. Remember this: survival does not mean freedom. If you enter my land, you may leave alive, but you will never leave whole. Subscribe for more Cannibals' hidden secrets.